Hey, we're Henry and Della, and welcome to our next part of our walkthrough for Trails in the Sky.
Yep, today we're going to be tackling a new quest.
It's on the board. Oh, it's also...
It's actually not on the board because it's our specific quest. But we're going to be tackling the Perzel Farm Monster Quest.
So, monsters are destroying the crops. We gonna go stop them.
Actually, we need to head west, don't we?
Yeah. If you happen to see a shiny palm, yeah, this is pretty ready. Oh, I think that's the turn.
Oh, you're right. Oh, crap.
You can fight it or run.
I'll just run. We'll get plenty of XP working on the Perzel.
Yeah, this game does XP really nicely, though. Like, you don't really need to grind much at all.
Ooh, I do have a crit.
Do you want to use craft double hit?
Actually, yeah. It looks like they're pretty weak to physical.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a chunk.
Maybe Joshua Fireball to still heal.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, crap.
Wrong.
Maybe I'll just move him out of the way.
I think a Firebolt would do it.
I don't think it'll come in quick enough, and I think that he'll get in a really bad spot. So moving away didn't even really help me. I'm just gonna tear Joshua now so that when we get out of battle, everything's okay.
Alright, we're good to go.
I love it when Joshua's like, we're good to go.
We're good to go. I have mixed feelings about some of the in-battle voice acting in this game. There's one specific character who I very much disagree with his voice. But we'll get to him later.
No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here.
I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details.
I wonder if Tio's home today.
Just look in the little greenhouses.
It's Joshua. Did you come to play with me?
I wish I had the time, but I wish I had the time, but I'm afraid today I'm here for work.
Work? That's no fun if we can't play.
Maybe later if there's time.
Kids here really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua, Estelle. Hi, Cher. How have you been?
Do you know where your mom and dad are?
They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though.
Oh, you have to go through the barn.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Hey, Tio.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Estelle? And Joshua too? Did you guys come for a visit?
Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters.
You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all.
So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh?
Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now, thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep.
Which means monsters only come out at night.
You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now.
I like making the cows moo.
Wish there was a secret Easter egg where you can play as the cow.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Perzel.
How's everyone getting on these days?
Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua.
What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Dio?
We were actually just chatting with her outside.
To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand to pay from the Bracer Guild.
Is that so? But don't you think this job's a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle?
I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt.
Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. And taking care of monsters is right up our alley.
The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have at it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Perzel. Then could you tell us a little bit more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields?
I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on.
They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail.
Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures if you ask me.
Since they only appear under the cover of night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Then how about taking a load off until then?
I assume you'll also be joining us for dinner, right?
You said the magic word! You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Perzel. I can't wait.
You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations.
That was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio.
I bet that's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. With the little ones jumping all over him like that.
It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. For anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud.
I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book.
You really think so?
Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls.
Is Joshua really that popular?
Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I heard that he turned them all down, though.
I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me.
If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would want to talk to you about. And the fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me.
Huh? Why would I?
Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds.
Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay?
All right. Be careful out there, Estelle. That girl. She's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him.
It seems as though the monsters always show up at about this time. We'd better get outside and take a look around.
Grr.
What's going on, Estelle?
I gotta ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do ya?
Come on now. What are you coming up with all this stuff?
Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word.
Estelle.
So, if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot.
What are you trying to say?
No, nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen to you if you need someone to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt.
What kind of nonsense is Tia putting into that girl's head? Secrets, huh?
Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds?
Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first, and then move on to the fields, stable, and greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way.
Alright, let's go. No monsters here.
Alright, let's keep moving.
It's awfully quiet. All I hear are the bugs chirping.
It doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. Wonder if they're aware of our presence.
Hey Joshua, did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a cabbage patch?
Now, there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them.
Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on region, huh?
How about we get back to work?
Okay.
You should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here.
The glow of the ornaments sure give this place a romantic ambiance. It makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here.
You're definitely a Ditz Estelle.
At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Psst, look!
I love these guys, they're so cute.
They are adorable.
Meow! It's getting away! Hey, get back here, you little furball!
You can still sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment.
Oh, good, because it's about to get caught.
Oh, right. Why would it be over there?
Ah,
That's too bad. Guess I noticed us trying to sneak up on it.
I swear, I'm gonna catch that little bugger the next time I see it.
For some reason, Estelle saying the word bugger doesn't sound right to me.
You little bugger.
Maybe now it's over here?
No.
Still not. I remember having difficulty with this one when we did it the first time.
Yeah, no, sorry, we don't have our guide up, so we're just kind of...
Kind of going with the flow.
There it is again. Not again! For being such a ball of chub, what's up with those speedy feet?
Well, I admit that creature's a nimble one. I get the feeling its instincts are much sharper than how fast it can run. Even so, it has an opening we can take advantage of.
An opening?
It appears to have a habit of letting its guard down whenever it scampers off. We can catch it off guard and sneak up on it from behind. We may make it lucky enough to bag it.
Not a bad idea. So we close in on it as So we close on it from behind as it's running away, right? Let's give it a shot. Got him! I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson.
Here's where our drop really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down.
Crop muncher.
So they like play dead a lot and stuff?
Yeah, I just want to check them out. 264, 240. The big guy has less.
Really? Okay.
And they're pretty weak to everything.
I'd say it's a bigger fight. Wait, walk-ups start with maybe?
up and it healed itself.
Item heal. Well, actually, that guy is doing a... Oh.
We should probably definitely item heal.
Yeah. Oh, we can
Ooh,
use...
it'll give her a strength up.
Use the drill meatball and then break with her. On the crit. Onto the big guy. Oh, there we go. Joshua will probably finish that.
Actually, no, he's just out of range.
He doesn't have a line. We could have broken Joshua. Do you want to just break with Joshua right here to kill him, actually?
The big guy? We don't need to worry about that.
Okay. I just hope he doesn't do crop punch again.
That should kill, honestly. And that can have Estelle.
Estelle might want to heal herself.
It's actually not a good idea.
It's just...
Yeah, and this early on, you really gotta play the game.
Oh, yeah, that's hard. Morale with Estelle into break with Joshua.
Come on!
Let's do this!
There, easy fight from here.
Oh yeah, they're just gonna play dead, and then I'm gonna kill them.
The trails in the Sky games aren't incredibly well balanced for melee versus magic.
At least not in this first game.
In the first game's really bad about it, honestly. Like some of the later ones.
Magic tends to be,
That's that. Let's move
Magic's
out.
just way better than physical in the early game in this game.
but as the game goes on, it gets a lot more balanced.
My goodness, the work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding out these critters.
It was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? Now that we've given these creatures a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble.
Estelle, how's that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember?
But
In any case, we're here to do a job at Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself?
I see what you're getting at, but
You know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so what do you think about letting it slide this time?
You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson.
Tio, Mrs. Perzel.
But in this case, I'd strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is, we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of the creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again.
Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram!
They're so cute.
Well, I'll consider this matter closed. The night's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night.
Sounds good to me.
I appreciate your hospitality.
Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack?
Joshua? What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's.
No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent, is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something.
Joshua, don't you dare say things like that about yourself.
What? Estelle?
I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again.
I'm sorry. It was foolish of me to say that.
As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt.
Why?
Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whether you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. It's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family.
Estelle,
Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself. And for that, I'm happy.
I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that.
I've got a whole lot more where that came from. Now, how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop.
Alright, have a good night, Estelle. And thanks.
You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight.
Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please, don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in future, please let the Bracer Guild know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact.
Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay?
We'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come.
Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Perzel.
We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next.
Sounds like a plan. On to the next one.
And I think that's where we'll say, on to the next one, to the next episode.
Hey, have a good one, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and, don't
Follow us on Instagram.
Don't follow us in real life. That will creep us out. Stay 6 feet away. But have a good one.